Hi, my name's Aidin Wambo. I am a graduate student with Grand Canyon University and doing my master's in information assurance and cybersecurity. And today I'll be doing a short presentation on data at rest, data in use, and data in transit. I'll just give you a brief overview. Data is very important in information management, and for us to know the strategy to use, is better for us to know at which stage the data is in the data life cycle. So I'll go ahead and start by bringing out the difference between data in use, data in transit, and data on rest. Data on rest is data which is not being used and which is not being used between systems and is stored somewhere, so such as files. And data in use is data which is being used. That means it's being accessed, like online or software. And while data in transit is data which is being transferred between systems. I can say the transfer between data which is being actively transferred between systems. So I'll go ahead and explain how we can secure this data. For data on rest, it will involve implementing measures such as encryption, access control, and authentication mechanism. These are to make sure that only authorized parties have access to the data, while data in transit will also involve encryption protocols like transfer layer security and security layer sockets to establish that there is communication. These protocols inscribe data during transmission and make sure that the data is being safeguarded so that the data cannot be intercepted or people cannot eavesdrop. So the data gets to the correct end user, which is the authorized party who has the right to access the data. So data in use goes beyond inscription and access control. So here we use techniques like sandbox, routine data protection, and privilege management. These are all employed so as to ensure that only authorized users can gain access and manipulate this data. So I'll go ahead and describe how the strategy changes when is data in use, data on rest, and data in transit. So when you know where the data is at the particular point in the data life cycle, this is when you will know how to better strategize. So, and you will know a more secure approach to use. When data is at rest, we use encryption, we use encryption, we use access control, and we use authentication mechanism, and then integrity, just to do regular checks for each particular specific data. So in conclusion, we need to know when data is at rest, data is in transit, and data is in use. Then we'll be able now to channel how we can secure the data. All of this is to make sure that only authorized parties have access to the data.